Good morning, YouTube. My name is Nayeli, and for those of you that have been following me for a while, know that I make these random updates. But first, just look at how pretty that looks. It just looks like a jungle. I like it. I like that lighting and stuff. I'm like gonna be getting a camera soon, a DSLR, so I'm gonna be like taking pictures once again, like how I used to, and that made me really happy. So I'm gonna go back to that. But anyways, so I just wanted to make a quick update to let people know I'm doing a lot better. Um, it's been like 2 months since the incident, and I'm finally feeling like myself again. Um, Yesterday, um, I could smell my brother, which was cool. I guess it's called clairgustance, when you can smell like a deceased loved one. Um, So that actually like gave me a lot of energy yesterday to do things that I used to do like in my everyday life. I haven't really been doing a lot of those things, or I haven't felt like the motivation to do so. So I'm happy that finally like getting back to my everyday regular life. Um I fell into this abyss, if you guys noticed, and I was in complete darkness for a while. And I noticed that it happens a lot. Like in life, it just, you can be so like happy and so joyful, and all of a sudden you're cynical and depressed, and you just want to die. And it happens, that's life. And that's when you fall into the past, or when you fall into the future. Neither the past or the future are well, technically, in quantum physics, um, the past and the future are literally tangible. Like, you can make it how you want, with embracing your present. So if you like take every single opportunity that the universe has to offer you in your present, it will, depending on your goals and aspirations and what you want to do, you can literally create these opportunities for you in the future. Or you can even, with your present knowledge and your present awareness and your newfound wisdom, you can heal your past from traumas and insecurities and feelings of guilt, and victimization, because that's like a really big thing in our world. If you ask me, I do it. I'm learning to break away from that pattern of victimization. um, it's like a lot of things are gonna fucking happen in your life, and it's your job to not feel victimized by it, because a lot of people are going through the same thing in different like ways, because we're all the same being, different dimensions. um so I feel like right now in my life, I'm definitely letting go of those feelings of guilt and victimization, and uh, like lack of self-worth and pity, and just trying to be, I'm like literally grabbing these feelings and putting them in this box and just putting them away for the rest of my life. And I'm not gonna let these feelings influence who I am today. Who I am today is what I am, not who I was. I'm just me. And I was reading this like book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and it's literally saying, well, if you don't like who you are, then change it. Like, literally change these things in your mind, because your mind is so much more powerful than you think. And that's a funny ass pun, because like literally you are all thought. And if you're more powerful than you think, then your power lies within your subconsciousness. We are 95% subconscious. And we usually access our subconscious state in Theta and Delta brainwaves, which usually happens during your sleep. So those for you that lucid dream, props to you, because you are literally changing your present through your sleep, which is my goal. I've been thinking about it for a while, and there's 4 brainwaves that your brain emits. There's beta, which is your consciousness, which is what you are when you're awake, hopefully. Then there's your alpha, which is your analytical mind. Your subconsciousness develops from 0 years old to 7. Then from 7 to 12, you are developing an analytical mind where you analyze all the things around you. That analytical mind creates this barrier between your consciousness and your subconsciousness. Then from 12 to 4 whatever it's your consciousness. You're literally in this world trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong and what feels good and what doesn't, and you're trying to figure yourself out in a way, but we are doing it completely opposite. We're trying to figure ourselves out through consciousness, when in reality we should be kind of figuring ourselves through subconsciousness, since we are technically 95% subconsciousness. A lot of our reactions and a lot of our habits are through subconsciousness behavior, because we are so used to these reactions and these events that we've done in the past, and we think it's not even like we think that's right. We just don't take the time to just sit down and be like, holy shit, a lot of these like reactions that I've been doing with this let's say my boyfriend, it's because I've done it in the past, and it's a subconscious behavior that I've developed, and these feelings of victimization that I've been feeling in the past, I'm bringing them up today. It's not really fair for your boyfriend or your family members that aren't aware, because in a way they are also experiencing these reactions from their subconsciousness, and they are so within themselves that they don't like really take the time to realize how that's affecting you. And then it's like this long cycle of like generation for generation that's focusing on their consciousness and not so much on their subconsciousness. And then we begin to feel confused, because we really don't know what's wrong and what's right, and there's so many things in this world that technically there's a right and a wrong in every single possibility. Now, I've read that, like, that was a few chapters of that book that I just kind of like summarized together, because that really like smacked me in the face, and I was like, wow, that's really true. I could tell you from experience that I've even like expressed forms of victimization and loss of like self-worth in my YouTube. But I can also say that I have like encouraged self-worth and the feeling of self-love. My boss the other day told me some pretty deep shit. He said, humans need 2 essential things. 1, stability. And 2, they need love. And without either or, it's very hard for a human being to grow as a being. When you have stability and love, you then branch out to like other things that your personal self, like, would like to go into. But without stability and self-love, or not self-love, but just love in general from others and yourself, it's really hard for you to even manifest these realities in your future. Because if you think about it, in our present, we are manifesting our future. Live life with purpose, and you find that purpose within yourself. I can tell you that these last 2 months I haven't had a purpose, And I've been slowly like refinding my purpose. And that's gonna happen in your life. It happens to a lot of people. So somebody might have known the answer like 6 months ago, and then they're like starting to rethink it, and they're like, maybe that's not the answer, but like you're just growing. Embrace those feelings of loss, embrace those feelings of confusion, embrace those feelings of like falling into the abyss of blackness. Embrace it, because it's only temporary. I've fallen, like I've became like this super enlightened person, and then I've like fallen much deeper than I was enlightened. And then now I was like finding myself again, and this was like when I was finding myself again, this was when I started YouTube. So it was like my second like awakening. And then I fell again, which was like recently. And now I'm like slowly climbing back up again. And it's gonna keep happening my entire life until it like stabilizes, and it's like one straight line. Hopefully that's the goal with Fibonacci. Actually, Fibonacci will like be super like wavy until it like turns into a flat line, or nearly flat line. It's never going to be a flat line, but it's going to be like very like the parabolas are going to be less and less each wave. When you alter your state of mind, you are like slowing your brain waves down. So you are literally like making the parabola within your wave just like slightly less and less each time. That's when you move from like beta to alpha, alpha to delta, no, theta. I'm still like trying to get this like in my head. Beta to alpha, alpha to delta, theta, delta, and theta to delta. You can live every day in a theta state of mind, and you can be fully like awake as a human being, and you will be living in a theta state of mind, simultaneously creating your subconsciousness as well as creating your future. Quantum physics is literally the answer to a lot of the questions I've had in my life, and it's kind of interesting because ever since I was little, I've had this strange attraction to quantum physics. I wanted to know so much about quantum physics, but I was like, wait, but in school you have to learn geometry first, and this and so first, and this and so first. Okay, yeah, don't limit yourself because of that. Just like go out and like learn it, and if you don't go out and learn it, it will come to you. Because I constantly put that blockage in my head. Wait, I can't learn quantum physics if I don't go to school first and like learn the previous maths first. But in reality, like, you take it at your own pace. Just if you really want to go learn it. You could Google anything on YouTube. Google anything on YouTube nowadays, and you can learn it. So I recommend it if you have like a lot of questions about the universe that you feel like you know, but you want like an explanation. Because once I started reading this book, it's called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I'll link like an Amazon page down below if you guys really want to like read it, because it's a really good book. I don't read too many books. I just like usually open the page and like skim through it, whatever I need. But this book I've actually read from like the beginning, and I'm like super into it now. So just a quick little update for y'all. I'm doing good. My hair is like purple now, and I'm drinking coffee, and everything is perfect, and it is all happening. So I will see you guys later. Much love and much happiness and much manifestation. See you later. Meow.